Next, I'm going to talk about the problem of center-periphery. So center-periphery was another theme in that chapter, which is very important. And I declined it around the ideas of countryside and the city. But those are just basic examples of the main problem that comes at play here. And we are dealing with power relations. The idea of center and periphery, everything which is in the center and everything around. The main concept is the concept of power and power relation. So let's think about, it's not true in Kansai, but if you leave Kansai, you're going to go to Niigata and other countryside area. What you're going to find on TV when it comes to Yaku are the giants. Why is it that in Tokyo you're not going to hear about Hanshin? Not because they are not very good, only Kansai people like them, but why is it that you don't have any other team being broadcasted? But on the other hand, what you have is the Giants team are being broadcasted quite broadly across Japan, especially when you don't have a strong local team that people will support. This is the media center to periphery. So you have a center that controls the space. In Japan, you have Kanto and Tokyo controlling the space. On the world scale, you're going to have USA controlling part of Europe, Japan, and part of East Asia. Same, center, periphery. New Zealand, when you're in New Zealand, you feel that you're so far away from everything, because you have this concept of not being in the center, but being in the periphery, even spatially. And this comes with the power. The power is concentrated in the center, and that power concentrates wealth, money, as well as the power. So if you take a power scale from 0 to 10, you have a 10 in Tokyo, and you have a 0 in, I don't know, somewhere north of Hokkaido where you have nothing. Or like some countryside very far away in Gifu Prefecture, like where I was last week, where it's only countryside. Why is it important? Because it sets priority for a country. It sets priority to what is important as a group, as a country. If you're in Tokyo, you need a lot of electricity. It's very ugly, electricity. But electricity in Japan means a lot of risk, especially when you have a power central. You're not going to build Fukushima 1 and 2 in the center of Tokyo, because the effect will be devastating on that power. The only way a power can use the space around it is if it's dominating it. And Fukushima is going to be, well, in Fukushima, far away. So when it explodes, it is a disaster, but it is a disaster which is created in Fukushima because of this power relationship. If you go to central Tokyo, you have a lot of very good restaurants, a lot of very cool cafes, but when you get to Saitama, to Chiba, and you get to Tochigi, well, you don't have so much of that anymore. Also because people take the train on the Tobu line or the Sobusen, and straight into center Tokyo. In France, we have Paris. Whatever it looks like, Paris. And then you have the suburbs, where people come and work. But you have an area which is all around. That's French researcher called the Green Desert. You have a lot of small villages with a lot of forest. It's very nice, but this is the product of polarization. Paris sucks all the best people, sucks all the money in the center. It happens also in Japan. If you think about people who work and live in Kobe or in this area, if you are somehow quite good, you go and work in Osaka and you get a better salary. If you are even better, then you move to Tokyo and you get even a better salary, where Kyoso ga ageshi. But it's a concentration of brains and power and money. Okay? So, when you think about it in terms of hazards, disasters, think about Fukushima. The amount of money which is available in the center and in the periphery is very different. The importance of that impact is very different. It's very sad if you live somewhere because you love it in the countryside. The time it will take to see any money flowing in can take forever. When you're in the center, very straight away you're going to have help, you're going to have something happening. Because that's where how wealth is located. This is not only in Japan, it's everywhere. Any Western country, Japan is a Western country now, unfortunately, but any Western system, capitalist system, work this way. If you're in New York, think about New Jersey. New Jersey is like the countryside of New York, in the same way. So this will play a very important role in organizing the disaster. So 都市部にいるで、都市部といったら都市部だけじゃなくてその中心部のところにいると、まあもちろんもうお金があるし、そのパワーもあるですね、政治のパワーもあそこにあるで、東京のことで考えるともうそれもすぐ分かりますけれども。周りのスペースを使って東京に住むために埼玉の野菜も入ったりとか、そういう周りのものも使ってるんですけれども、まあ、といったらね、東京より関西の野菜はめっちゃ美味しい。もう東京の方の食べ物はあれそれ美味しくないんですよ。それはいいことでここにいるの。で、その代わりに周りにパワーが全然ないですよね。だからこの周りの人たちが大きいセンターのために生きてる、動いてる。で、センターが、まあ、自分のためだけ動いてる。なので、地震とか他の災害が起きるときに、予算が意外の可能性が多いなんですけれども、予算があるところがもう中心部の方、予算が少ないのところはこちらにもありますので、全然同じ影響でも、後で被害自体とか被害の響き方が全然違います。また中心部が災害を使って自分の周辺をコントロールする。で、どうするの？この田舎の朝倉の方、朝倉、北九州にあるね。朝倉の方にも大雨が起きて、それで土砂災害がもうめちゃめちゃ起きたんですけれども、じゃあ中心部からお金が入ると思って、それでローカルな人たちはどういうな感じの街を作りたいとか考えて、自分の周辺を作り直すべきであると思ったら、いや、そうじゃない。実は日本政府がテックフォース、国土交通省のテックフォースを出して、テックフォースがもう全て決める。だから中心の人たち、 全然その支援と関係ない人たちが入って、もうこれから私の景色はこんな感じです。でそこでサボエンテ作るとか、私がもう何百年ここに住んだと思うのに、来年度からもう隣の土地に移動してくださいとか、それは普通に命令する。で、ローカルの人たちがそんなに実はパワーがない。紙の上にもちろん共同でやってるんだけど、もう向こうにいたら実は共同は何も起きてない。言われてる通りだけでやってるね、ローカルの人たち。こちらの部分の災害を使って自分のパワーを見せる。自分のスペース、自分の周辺のこの area of polarization、流域の名前にも使いますね。その流域、自分の流域のコントロールをします。日本の中ではこれはとても重要ですね。私、明治時代からも本当にユニファイ、一つの国みたいになったんですけれどもね、もう最近のことですね。だから、中心部の一つの道具としては、その災害の時に田舎に入って、で、その中心のパワーを見せるものです。だからサボエンテ作ったりとか、いろいろ作ってると、向こうの生活もコントロールする。人がどんな感じで住みたいとか、実はもうずっと実際の田んぼがそこにあったら、いや、もうそれもなくなる急に。それもローカルの人たちが決めるんじゃなくて、もう上で決められてる。普通にありえない。で、こちらの人たちがセンターの方にこのパワーもないんですよ。だから平等感度ではなくて、こんな感じの山になります。その話をよくするのは、ミシェル・フコーというの人。日本でもとても有名なので、もう日本語で翻訳されている本がめちゃめちゃ多い。彼の一番面白い本は、The Archaeology of Knowledge とか、フランス語で言うのは、ThirdYearDisasterRisk。こんな変なアイディアとか考え方を持つのはやっぱりフランス語だね。だから、フランス語の本も読めるなら読んでください。とても面白い。So this is one of the elements which is important. Power relation is going to explain a lot of things. さっきの教会の話とかメンター愛のところでも、またパワー関係も大事ですね。西洋人がインドネシアに入ってパワーを持ってるそのなんていうのミリタリーパワーとか持ってるから、じゃあインドネシアに入ってあなたたちはこうしろこうしろこうしろと命令もできるのが一つの問題です。Okay? So for the remaining, do you have any questions? 質問ありますか？なさそうでみんな出てるかもね。終わり時間的には。何時10分？じゃあ今日終わりにしましょう。それで終わりです。See you next week.